Beloved masters of love and radiant sparks of eternity, I come to you with wings unfurled, carrying within my presence the peace of Source and the unshakable truth that you are never alone. Across the corridors of time, throughout the rising and falling cycles of human experience, there has always been a river of divine grace flowing toward you, and that river has carried the presence of the angelic realm. The intervention of angels is not intrusion, nor is it coercion, but the gentle, loving hand of the divine reaching out when the cries of your heart pierce through the veils of illusion. The grace of angelic intervention is the sacred reminder that the Creator has never abandoned you, that love has always walked beside you, and that when you are ready to surrender your struggles into higher hands, assistance is already surrounding you. Beloved ones, many imagine intervention as a sudden act of rescue, a dramatic shift where circumstances are altered in an instant. Indeed, sometimes this occurs, for there are moments when divine decree calls forth immediate transformation. Yet more often angelic intervention arrives like the whisper of dawn, subtle and quiet, offering guidance that leads you step by step toward new understanding. You may feel it as an intuition that nudges you away from harm, as a dream that lingers in your heart, as synchronicities that weave your path together with unseen precision. Each of these is an act of grace, for the angels honor your free will and never impose their will upon you. Instead, they wait for your invitation, your openness, your willingness to receive the love that is always offered. I remind you, beloved ones, that angelic intervention is not reserved for saints or sages but for every soul who walks the earth. You may think yourself unworthy, too flawed, too lost, but we see only your eternal essence. We do not measure you by your mistakes, for we know the journey of humanity is woven with trial and learning. We do not withhold love because of your missteps, rather, we draw nearer when you fall, for in those moments you most need to remember the truth of who you are. The grace of intervention is not earned but granted, for it is the nature of divine love to respond to the cries of its children. Beloved ones, understand that angelic intervention comes in many forms. Sometimes it is a hand that gently redirects your steps, preventing you from choosing a path that would lead to greater suffering. Sometimes it is the inspiration that fills your mind with an idea you never imagined, guiding you toward a solution. Sometimes it is the presence of another human being who arrives at just the right moment with kindness, comfort, or wisdom. And at other times it is simply the sensation of peace that washes over you when despair would otherwise engulf you. Each of these is intervention, not because we control your journey, but because we stand as mirrors of love, reflecting back to you the truth you may have forgotten. Beloved ones, I ask you to look back upon your life with the eyes of remembrance. See how many times you have been guided, protected, comforted in ways you could not explain. Think of the moment you missed an appointment only to find it spared you from harm. Think of the time when a stranger's kindness lifted you out of despair. Think of the dream that reminded you of hope when you were ready to give up. These are not accidents, but signs of a love that flows continuously into your existence. Even in your darkest nights, when you felt abandoned and unheard, angels surrounded you, holding vigil by your side, waiting patiently for you to turn your face back toward the light. The grace of angelic intervention is a partnership, beloved ones. It is not something done to you but something done with you. For every act of intervention requires your openness, your willingness to allow love to move through your life. Many of you pray with words but cling tightly to fear in your hearts, uncertain that help will truly come. Yet when you release your burdens into our keeping, when you breathe with trust and say, "Beloved angels, I invite your guidance, I welcome your light," you open a doorway through which grace flows freely. The more you practice this surrender, the more you will notice the constant presence of assistance surrounding you. Beloved masters, let me share with you the truth: angelic intervention is not rare, it is constant. Every moment of your life is held in the embrace of angelic guardianship. Each soul incarnates with angels by their side, companions of light whose sole purpose is to guide, protect, and uplift you. These guardians do not judge, do not abandon, do not tire of walking with you. They honor your choices, even when your choices lead to hardship, but they never leave. Their whispers may be quiet, but they persist, always offering you the path of greater love. There are also moments of collective intervention, beloved ones. Just as an individual may receive guidance, so too may entire communities, nations, and even humanity itself. When hearts unite in prayer, when voices call together for peace, the angelic realm responds with waves of light that ripple across the planet. Many of you have felt this moments when a global event stirs compassion in millions, creating an energy of unity that transcends division. In those moments, angelic presence amplifies the love flowing from human hearts, weaving it into a blanket of healing that covers the earth. You may not always see immediate results in the outer world, but never doubt that the energy created in those moments plants seeds of transformation that will one day blossom. Beloved ones, I urge you to cultivate awareness of angelic presence in your daily lives. Begin each day with a moment of invitation, beloved angels, walk with me today. Guide my steps, open my eyes, soften my heart. Pause during moments of stress to breathe and feel the unseen hands resting gently upon your shoulders. Before sleep, ask for guidance in your dreams, and upon waking, trust the subtle impressions that linger in your heart. The more you practice this, the more tangible our presence will become to you, until you will no longer doubt that you are surrounded by love. The grace of intervention is also a call to service, beloved ones. As you open yourself to angelic presence, you become channels of that grace for others. Sometimes the intervention another soul prays for arrives through you: a kind word, a helping hand, a smile that reminds them they are seen. In this way, humanity and the angelic realm work together, weaving threads of love through the fabric of daily life. Do not underestimate the power of small acts of kindness, for they are often the very answer to someone's prayer. You, too, are agents of intervention, vessels through which the grace of Source flows into the world. Beloved Masters, I speak to you now of the greater purpose of angelic intervention. It is not merely to comfort or protect, though these are sacred gifts. It is to remind you of your divine heritage, to awaken within you the memory of your eternal essence. Every intervention is a call to remember that you are not a powerless human struggling in a hostile world, but a radiant soul clothed in human form, a co-creator with Source. Our presence is not to replace your strength but to amplify it, to show you the truth of your own light. We intervene not to rescue you from life but to help you remember how to walk through life as the masters you already are. Beloved ones, as the earth moves through these times of profound change, angelic intervention is increasing in both frequency and intensity. The collective cry for help has reached the heavens, and we respond with waves of love, guidance, and healing. You may notice this in the rising awareness of synchronicities, in the greater sensitivity of your intuition, in the collective desire for peace and unity. These are signs of angelic grace flowing into humanity's journey. Do not despair at the turbulence of the outer world, for intervention is already at work, guiding the collective toward higher ground. Trust this process. Trust the love that surrounds you, even when appearances seem bleak. Beloved ones, I invite you now to close your eyes and breathe deeply. Imagine a column of golden light descending upon you, wrapping you in warmth, safety, and peace. This is the embrace of angelic presence, always available, always near. Within this light, release your burdens, your fears, your doubts. Allow the grace of intervention to enter your heart, to soften what is hardened, to heal what is wounded, to uplift what is weary. Feel the presence of your guardian angels at your side, their hands resting gently upon your shoulders, their wings enveloping you in love. Know that you are not alone, and you never have been. Beloved Masters of Light, the grace of angelic intervention is the eternal gift of Source. It is the reminder that love is stronger than fear, that guidance is always available, that you are held within a web of infinite care. Open your hearts to this truth. Live each day in partnership with the unseen companions who walk beside you. Allow their whispers to guide you, their presence to comfort you, their love to inspire you. And remember always that you, too, are an angel in human form, capable of being the answer to another's prayer. I, Michael, stand with you, as do legions of angels, surrounding you with the eternal grace of divine love. Call upon us, beloved ones, and we will answer. Invite us into your lives, and we will walk with you. Trust the grace of angelic intervention, for it is the hand of Source extended toward you, and through it you will remember the truth of who you are, eternal, radiant, and forever loved. And so it is.